At some point in our lives, everyone is operating at half their potential, and it's rarely an issue of laziness. Much more common is that our parents, coaches, and employers have not created the conditions for us to give more. What unlocks the best in people is always the same: empowerment. This is backed by decades of organizational research, used in the most successful companies in the world, and it's built into the US military's leadership doctrine. It's also intuitive. You know you work harder for a cause you believe in and for a team that has your back. But what does real empowerment actually look like? How can we use it, and what kills its momentum? Today we're going to explore the major mechanisms of empowerment through a superhero team, a space mutiny, and good old-fashioned football. We instinctively recognize good leadership, but when we dissect why it works, we can duplicate it. Captain America gives us one of the best examples of empowerment right here.
Call it, Captain.
All right, listen up. Until we can close that portal, our priority is containment. Barton, I want you on that roof, eyes on everything, call out patterns and strays. Stark, you got the perimeter. Thor, you gotta try and bottleneck that portal. You and me, we stay here on the ground. We keep the fighting here. And Hulk, smash.
Cap does not micromanage. He knows what his team can do and where they can be the most effective. He tells them the overall goal and then where to start. He assigns them each a responsibility based on their unique strengths. This is huge because it sets each person up for success and gives them something they can own. When a person takes personal responsibility for an assignment, it becomes theirs, and this ownership produces consistently better results. That isn't to say there aren't setbacks, but when your people encounter the unexpected, they want to overcome these obstacles because it's theirs. It's also worth mentioning that the team shares the same goal, which generally helps people work together. Now, it's not going to be perfect. With any team, there is bound to be friction. But when everyone is empowered to own their role as a part of a larger project, even when the work is difficult, the environment is supportive. That doesn't happen without people feeling empowered. This example is great because it's simple. The Avengers work together. Captain America owns his part too, which adds to his credibility. But when the situation is more complex, different leadership structures may be needed. The problem here, though, is that it's not just about what you're doing, it's how.
It's possible that we missed something.
I want that gap down to 4 minutes. I'm giving you total authority over satellite trajectories and orbital adjustments. Make it happen.
Okay.
Teddy is the director of NASA and is a top-down facilitator who makes sure the experts have the resources to solve the problem, which is just another way to lead. But top-down leadership has a massive choke point. When you control every decision, the entire weight of those decisions all rests on you. This is where the what and the how come in.
Still have a chance to bring 5 astronauts home safe and sound. I'm not risking their lives.
Let them make that decision.
Mitch, we're going with option 1.
You goddamn coward.
There are two things that make empowerment completely irrelevant, and this goes double for employees: underpaying your people or forcing them to compromise on their morals. Both create an incentive gap, and most often that gap is filled with resentment, which does not produce good work.
Mark Watney is still alive.
Oh my gosh.
I know that's a surprise, and I know you'll have a lot of questions. We found out 2 months ago and decided not to tell you.
2 months.
Oh my God.
I was strongly against that decision.
Not telling the crew creates mistrust and misalignment. When the crew finds out the truth was withheld from them, they decide right there they no longer trust the organization to have their interests in mind. This poor alignment was a major factor when they later decided to commit mutiny. So how do you build an environment for the right kind of alignment?
How strong is Westview this year?
A lot stronger than we are.
You already written Friday night down as a loss, Brock?
Well, not if I know we could beat them.
The coach identifies a psychological obstacle in his team captain. He sees doubt, but he knows he can get more out of Brock. He asks for a death crawl, but before they start, he makes Brock agree to a verbal contract.
Promise me you're going to do your best.
All right.
Your best.
Okay.
You going to give me your best?
I'm gonna give you my best.
Then he blindfolds him to eliminate the visual distraction of the yard lines. By removing the lines, it simplifies the problem. Brock isn't worried about the yards. He's focused on just giving his best. This gets rid of any self-imposed limitations.
It's heavy.
I know it's heavy.
I'm bad out of strength.
Then you negotiate with your body to find more strength, but don't you give up on me, Brock. You keep going, you hear me? You keep going, you're doing good. You keep going. Do not quit on me. You keep going.
It hurts.
I know it hurts. You keep going.
This might sound a little aggressive, but he's not yelling at Brock. He's meeting the moment, which is full of pain and struggle. The intensity matches how Brock feels, and the coach is all in.
Look up, Brock. You're in the end zone.
This moment is transformative for everyone on the team. Everyone just saw Brock blow past his limits, and it empowers them to consider how far they can go. Even the coaches are inspired.
I'm just on board with what you're doing. If they get a hold of it, it'll change their lives. You count me in.
Great leaders win more often and on a bigger scale when they empower their team to own their role. They eliminate obstacles, bridge the incentive gap, and match their team's struggles with unwavering support, often right next to them in the same fight. They know what their people can do and how to get more out of them with empathy and the right encouragement. And leadership, it's a skill, it's not a job title, and you don't have to wait for a position to start practicing it. From figuring out a trip with friends to just even moving a couch, you have a team right now waiting to be empowered. Thanks for watching.